What's good? What's good? I am back. One and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast, your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. So we're gonna try this little segment we're gonna do on Sundays, conspiracy theories, and we're gonna start with did aliens build the pyramids? And I'm gonna bring on friend of the show, Big EQ. We're supposed to have OG Prestige coming on here soon. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. But let's bring on Big EQ. How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? What's good?
Chilling. You stay in the Ville, right?
Not anymore. I
Oh,
haven't
you
lived. I
don't?
haven't been there in some years.
Where you staying at now?
Now I'm in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, I used to stay in Myrtle Beach for a couple years. What you been up to lately?
Man, just working like a slave. That's mainly all I've been
Everybody
doing,
is,
man.
right? You still releasing music?
Well, I had to slow up because of work. About to get started soon. I been helping, mainly just helping others out with their music. But about to get started back again. Just for the fact, but just because of my job, I had to slow up big time or whatever. So now I'm about to get it back cranked up again. My couple of my other partners, well, one in particular, he already released a single recently, and then just they basically some of them waiting on me or whatever. So get ready to release some more.
So I tried to get Hakeem Green to join on this. He called me on Facebook and got very upset with me for doing this topic. I'm pretty sure you can imagine why. But I'm gonna start with you. Did or do you not think aliens had anything to do with helping build the pyramids or built the pyramids themselves?
Most definitely, no.
No? Okay.
I am now. Do I believe in aliens? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Um, but just for the fact of being a history buff, being a
Mhm.
little history buff, um, and as far as with the Egyptians is concerned, it takes anywhere from 20 to 30 years to create a pyramid because of how the Egyptians always put down their information as far as how everything goes. They're very particular on their history. So
Mm.
they put their history out on everything that was going on. Okay, year one, year two, year three, they have all that information down. So everything that is when people look at the hieroglyphics and things of that nature, or whatever. I mean, that's the part of their history.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they put down where they left off. Uh, when one ruler dies, which is also another thing. Uh, because their lifespan wasn't that long. You know what I'm saying? Because of a lot of different things or whatever, inbreeding, which was also a part of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, them 20, 30 years that it takes to build a pyramid, it was most likely going to be finished with the next ruler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just a little. That's just a little bit of you know what I'm saying on, like I said, of why I believe that they didn't build it. Now if
Yeah.
an alien built it, for sure, you wouldn't even have that type of history that was out there.
Yeah.
And now, as far as aliens concerned, there's a couple of other things that I could say, like, you know, might need a little bit of looking into. But
Mhm.
as far as the pyramids, I can't even go just because
Hey,
they put
let
it
me
out there.
chime
The
in real
Egyptians put
quick.
it out there.
So you believe in aliens. So
hmm
I'm guessing you probably believe maybe the Anunnaki story.
I'm a little bit on, like, there's some stories that's way left. There's some
Okay.
stories that make sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the one part of the story that that sometimes to go left. If you look at the history of the movie Aliens, on how
Okay.
they were created. If you on how they were created,
Yeah,
and you'll start to see
yeah.
that it's similar to,
The
you know what I'm
Anunnaki
saying, like
story. The
yeah, you
Anunnaki
know what I'm
story.
saying,
Yeah.
and it is, and then I sort of and then that's what makes it like the story go left instead of okay, let's bring in some facts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little
And
bit on some, let's get some more facts into it before I even go there. I mean, now, like I said, there's other things. That was one of them, but that's like a little small piece. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still more in the thing of the which goes which goes with it, the reptilians or
the
whatever. You know what
reptilian
I'm saying?
elites, the
So
reptilian
yeah,
elites.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just for the fact, I mean, you know, and even in like a movie, man, what is that? I haven't seen this one movie in a long time with Roddy Piper back in the '80s.
Roddy
I
Roddy
think
Piper
they're
in the
here.
'80s.
I think they're here. I think the movie was called They're Here.
Yeah, I probably haven't seen that.
You probably have though.
And
trust me. You probably have.
and
Are
probably
they
as a kid,
live? It's
and
either
as a kid,
they're
and might
here
not
or they
remember it.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's either called They're Here or they're live. You know what I'm saying? That movie, it'll open your mind up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even as a kid, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes you look at some things like, dang, that's going
Well,
on right now. You
even if
know?
you assume the Anunnaki story was true, the time frames of the Anunnaki and the Sumerians is way different than the Egyptians. So it doesn't necessarily mean that if there was aliens, way back in the days with early civilizations, it doesn't mean that they lived on. And another movie that they say is built off of the Anunnaki story is Star Wars, because they say the Anunnaki were like
Yeah.
refugees fleeing like galactic wars and stuff from other planets, apparently.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, so it's like that's a whole different timeline. This is what I think I do know is that the Egyptians apparently had some kind of technological instrument or understanding. Like me and Stranger the Great Kareem Stevens.
Yeah.
We've always discussed that we think it was probably they probably used some kind of sound frequencies. They probably figured out how to tap in. I don't know if you heard of there's this thing, the little coral thing where they say this guy built this place with all these stones, and they said he never picked up a single stone and put it in place. They say he replicated a like smaller version of what they think was done with the pyramids, where he used some kind of frequencies and some sound frequencies to move stones to make them float. What do you think about something like that?
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Not saying
I'm
aliens.
gonna
I'm
have to.
not
I'm gonna
saying
have to.
aliens.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm saying
I'm
actual humans figured this out, possibly.
yeah. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look into that because that's. I mean, now we can go into a civilization like the Mayans.
Uh huh.
I think like the Mayans because of the of with their math, how they use mathematics on everything. Because the Egyptians they were more of brute slave masters. You know what I'm saying? Like they had billions of slaves, and you know what I'm saying? And like I said, they were very smart, you know what I'm saying, on some of the stuff they did and well, a lot of the stuff they did. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, even the
So you think they
Romans
just
took a
use
lot of
like
lot of stuff
ropes
from
and pulleys?
from
You
them.
think you think they just use like ropes and pulleys and stuff?
No,
I
They
don't either.
because they still to this day still find new stuff. They dig up new stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? In Egypt, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is something new. This is a new tool. This is some new stuff right here. I mean, they find stuff all the time. So I mean, like I said, it's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? And and once again, just common knowledge history. I mean, really, it was more of a of just some Europeans thinking that okay, how can they um,
And that's what
build
Hakeem
these
Green
build
said.
these?
That's what Hakeem Green said.
I mean, and it is. I mean,
And
and
that could be true, but at the same time, this we're talking about something that was built only in 20 years, right?
20, 30
Compared like
years,
now, and
20, 30 years.
I compared this on ChatGPT to the Great Wall of China. You know how long it took to build the Great Wall of China?
Damn, I really figured out
Like
it
three
was.
centuries, 3 centuries,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
still doesn't compare to the pyramids.
I mean,
Like
they
they
had.
literally say the clay, like literally. I got some little things,
You look at their
facts. I
architecture. Look at their. If you look at their architecture, I mean, the Great Wall was just a small part of what they have. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
just so happened that that's a for whatever reason that's they a lot of people are amazed by the Great Wall, but you look at
yeah,
their architecture is more crazier than just that wall.
yeah.
But that's
No, it
why I
is.
said that's why I'm that's and it's kind of interesting, but why they look at that wall more than all their other buildings and stuff and be like, okay, how do they do that? You know what I'm saying? I
We know
mean,
why they did it. We know why they did it, but it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
you said, how did they do that? So we can't
yeah,
like wonder and be intrigued. Just really like be stumped and amazed. Like, damn, how did these guys do this? We
yeah,
know it was
without the
like they
teams
built
and
the
all the
wall to
other
keep
stuff.
out Genghis Khan. They built it to keep out Genghis Khan,
Hmm.
and it was so dedicated. Genghis Khan was probably he was dead and gone, and they still built out the wall to keep out Genghis Khan.
Yeah, the Mongols
Yeah, they
was
was
ruthless.
conquering
They
like
was ruthless.
crazy, yo.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because that they don't talk about their weaponry. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh yeah,
mean,
the
you
horseback and
know,
bow and arrow and at
yeah,
that
they
time,
had
and yeah,
they was. I mean, I mean they build they had the blueprint for the gun basically. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, but
yeah.
they don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talks about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess because of how the times was, I guess they just a lot of people just looked at it, especially and I go back again, the Europeans uh basically just was like, well, how did they do that? And they didn't have this
We
type of
can't do it. How did they
these
do
type
it? We
of stuff
can't do
like
it. How
yeah,
did they do
yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah. It was a little it's a little bit of jealousy and not understanding and things of that nature. I mean, it's it was more going on than just walking around with sticks and stones and it was a lot more going on. Everybody wasn't cavemen, basically. I guess that's the thing. They're thinking it was the Flintstones back when you actually had a lot of smart people and things of that nature that was going on. I mean,
Let me get off a little topic a little bit. The things in Peru, the like it's an ant in the ground. You know what I'm talking about? The inking things in the ground where you can only see them in the plane
hmm
in Peru. Who do you think built those and designed those? You think people did those?
I'm gonna say I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean those.
Because nobody
Like
knew
I
they
said,
were there
there's
until
things
you flew
around,
over them.
there's the things
Yeah,
around the world. There's certain things around the world
yeah,
that will make you second guess some things.
yeah.
And to just even fall back again, like I said, it was just to me the as far as the pyramids was concerned, you know what I'm saying? I I was just dead on like, yeah, aliens didn't do that. Uh go to ancient Japan and all their stuff they had in China. No, the humans built that. You know what I'm saying? But there's other little things when you look around, you just be like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? And there's still even no explanation. Like, okay, what was this from? Um, what is the like when they found some stuff under 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 the sea or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you know for since I was a little kid, probably in past, they still been trying to look up the Atlantis. Where
Yeah, I
what
was gonna
happened,
say something about that. Yeah,
and for they found recently um, some like a whole uh like a whole city basically under sea or whatever. And
yeah.
they was like, is this the city of Atlantis? I mean, they're still looking for this city. You know what I'm saying? But and they're still finding little stuff like that, cities that's underwater. Uh, so
Do you think it's hard for people to grasp that technology might have reset it at one point? That there might have been a more advanced time in society and it reset it?
and that goes with if you remember Battlestar Galactica.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
I don't remember
saying?
that too well.
Battlestar Galactica has a story. It's the story basically like of they're looking for the planet Earth, if you will. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And as a kid, I watched it, but I never understood it until I got
Yeah.
older. And I sat there and thought to myself, like, oh, so I get it now. So they was going at war basically, and I guess I'm assuming that they pretty much destroyed themselves. And when they landed on planet Earth, now they so I could actually see that because, like I said, there's certain things that can be explained. Like
Especially
when,
when we think right now that we're in the greatest technological advancement of mankind. That's what we think.
and that's
But we
funny too.
don't know
And
if
that's funny.
yeah, we don't know if they had I mean, obviously there's something about how they built the pyramids that we can't figure out today. And that's as a whole in society.
It's kind of
Is
bad when
there's
you
no
think about it.
cranes,
It's kind
there's
of
no
bad when you
crane,
think
there's
about
no
it.
crane. There's not one crane that could pick up almost any block. They got millions of blocks. Some range from 2 tons to 80. It's just crazy to think, how did they pick up these 80-ton blocks? Like, I looked up a lot of this stuff. I mean, apparently they said they had to go 9 miles up a river with a wooden boat with a 80-ton block, but, like, everything, every little number has to be on point, I would think, for that to happen. Like, how much water, how big the boat is, and then y'all gotta carry it and drag it up what they said is ramps. I mean, how many elephants? We can't just do this with all human hands, right? We're gonna need some elephant. How many elephants we gonna need for 80 tons?
I mean, they had
Plus human hands. How much food are you gonna need? How much food are you gonna need for this workforce, yo?
the everything that I read
Yeah,
on their society. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's dedication.
they were
That was dedication.
horrible. I mean, they were horrible on their slaves. So and they were
Is
using
anybody
every
ever
bit of
not horrible on their slaves though?
nah. And
Isn't everybody gonna be horrible on slaves?
when you have the abundance of slaves they had, you know what I'm saying, that they had at their disposal, you know what I'm saying? It was like to go along with, you know what I'm saying, using animals and things of that nature. Like I can't say it makes total sense, because you
Uh,
sitting there still thinking like, okay, we're using humans to move these big giant bricks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with the way they use their mathematics,
yeah,
okay, X amount of people can move.
this amount of weight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's basically you know what I'm saying. I'm assuming that's
Yeah,
basically how they
a
utilize to
lot
go
went into
along with
this.
the
A lot
animal.
went into this, yo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, the time frame for every pyramid that was made, they documented.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, everyone was like, it took about an average of 20 to 30 years. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, okay, if it takes 20, 30 years, so they already had this set up to go. And mind you, also they was also not just building those pyramids, they were building their monuments because
yeah.
all their rulers wanted some type of
They want a
statue.
bigger yeah, bigger than the last one. This got to be bigger than the last
Exactly.
one. Bigger than the last one.
So once again, they're still utilizing their slaves to
Yeah,
make all this at the same time.
but when you
So
got
if that
millions
one
of
ruler dies,
slaves,
they're going to that.
when you got millions of slaves, you would think they really had to have these people totally broken to not rebel. They couldn't have. I mean, how many soldiers you gonna have to keep a million slaves in line? Just a million.
You have to
They
really
had to
go
have
into
their
like their
minds just
society.
totally broken to just a million. If there's a million of us enslaved and there's only 100,000 of them, even as soldiers, I mean, weapons or not, man, we should be able to overpower them. And there's gonna be some losses, like any war, but I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. I mean, and you would think you're gonna need that many people to probably build something because people probably dying off like crazy.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
probably dying off like crazy. I mean, it
It-
probably
one
just
person, one person
yeah.
falls
Next
down,
one,
and they're like, just oh yeah, keep it moving,
basketball
keep it moving.
mentality. Next man up.
Yep, and and it's unfortunately that's how it was. I mean, it was like people just dying off of all types of stuff, and I mean, it didn't matter. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Oh, the old man, he just passed away. Keep moving, keep moving. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how they was. I mean,
And you remember you brought up an alien movie. I don't know if you remember, but they had Alien versus Predator, and they tried to. So in that
yeah,
movie, they said the predators showed the people how to live and I mean how to build society and pyramids, and in the same breath, they made them give people the sacrifice so they could have their little wars against the aliens and stuff because all they cared about was just they were like
the hunt.
they
They
were
cared
hunt for
about the hunt.
superiorness. They were hunt for superiorness. They just wanted to get better and better and better as hunters and killers and be better than the next damn predator. And it was, yeah, it's, let me ask you this though. Do you think, this is what I be wondering though. Are we mimicking the movies or are the movies mimicking us?
Mm,
Cause there's just too
mm.
much shit going on in the movies nowadays. Like think about just get off subject a little bit, but like look at the AI shit, the way we're going with AI, man. I mean, we're literally asking for iRobot and Terminator and Matrix. We're literally like asking for this shit.
Yeah.
And and
Look, look,
and
Terminator
I would take
is getting
iRobot
close
out
to
of
the
all those.
Terminator. It's
Yeah,
getting
give me
close to the
iRobot.
Terminator. It's getting close to iRobot. It's getting close to uh
Matrix. They gonna use us as human
yeah.
batteries and plug us into the Matrix, and we
It's
gonna think we still living and we in the Matrix. We in a computer world.
there's some AI stuff. It is crazy. Like the music, the AI music.
Oh,
And
I've already
I'm saying
fiddled
like
around with it. How do
and
you
I'm
that
saying like
intro music? That intro music was AI.
word
That was
that
AI. Yeah.
damn. Like
I
it's
looked up, some like some unsolved mysteries, kind of cinematic instrumental, and it just, I mean, dude, it's crazy you said the music with the AI. Like, I got a friend of mine grew up with us while we was rapping, and he never rapped. So
mm,
he started trying to make these songs on ChatGPT. He would write the lyrics up, and he was trying to do the whole song. I was like, I don't think you could do the whole song on ChatGPT. You just do the lyrics, and you take it over to an AI song generator. Man, some of these songs, especially on the R&B tip, that this
mhm.
AI is generating,
Sounds good.
that's why I keep saying, like,
Very good at that.
people gotta make good music nowadays, man. Like, real people, we gotta make real good music, because if we don't, man,
They're
it,
gonna we. I can see a label coming out of nowhere, and an independent label coming out of nowhere with all AI music, and literally make a killing. I can see
yeah,
somebody probably right now is probably thinking that, or maybe I should try it. I don't know, but it's just the fact of some of the R&B stuff that I've heard, the
yeah,
old soul stuff and stuff
yeah, yeah,
that I've been listening to, because and I'm a fan.
yeah,
Sounds damn good.
yeah.
Like to the point of where it's like, ain't no. I'll be sitting there thinking, ain't no way that's AI. There ain't no way. They probably sitting in the damn studio, and then they just want to get on here claiming it's AI. Put up a little cute little. That's how I sometimes be thinking. Then, but at the same time, knowing the fact of what is my man? Yeah, I know I'm gonna say this dude name. He's probably the biggest King Winolius. I think that's his name.
I don't know. I'm not
I
familiar with
think I'm
King.
saying his name wrong, but
Okay.
this dude, all he did was mess around, and he's the dude that did the little Drake joint. Damn, why I can't say it now. BBL baby, something like that.
Oh, I mean, I think I kind of remember that. So, what, he produced it with AI?
Yeah. And he did different versions, and it caught fire. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
it seemed like almost everything he was putting out went viral. You know what I'm saying? And he was just, like I said, making a killing off it.
Well, you
You know
got
what I'm saying?
Timbaland signed an AI artist.
I mean,
You got
they try to pull that now. Now the one thing that I did saw, they try to put out that the AI rapper. You know what I'm saying? But people, you know what I'm saying? They a lot of people felt some type of way on how the dude looked. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I was just like, and I felt some type. I said, I put it out there. Said they trying to replace rappers with this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Well,
should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this dude supposed to represent us, and look at him.
it's something I noticed
It looked
about the
crazy.
AI when I'm making songs, is a lot of times they'll make my hip hop songs like very whitish. Like like the white rapper, the guy that sounds like he's a rock and roll kind of rapper. You know those guys? They
Yeah.
sound very, very white. They don't sound very hip hop at all. I'm like, damn, man, like AI, y'all overdoing it with the white guy rappers on my songs. They're like overdoing it. But like, yeah, man, and that's another thing, man. Like, uh, Roswell, New Mexico. What? That's probably another conspiracy. I'm gonna say that for another show, actually, because I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know in
there's a lot of
1985,
stuff that's hidden out there. There's a lot of stuff
night, yeah,
we're not even allowed to even go in that area.
I don't know if, like, 85. I had a Commodore 64, right? I don't know if you remember these,
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
and the graphics was like
Next
green
level.
screen. No, back then it was just green screen with like regular. It was basic as fuck. When you look at how, like, not even 20
But
years
remember the
later,
Neo Geo too. But remember the Neo Geo was the next step over too. That
I
was the
don't think I
next
remember
step
the Neo
over.
Geo.
Neo
That was a
Geo,
computer?
that was another game system.
Oh, no, I'm talking about a computer, Commodore 64s.
Yeah, remember,
Yeah.
but a lot
They
of
had
people
the
just
games.
a
Yeah, they
lot of
had
people just
games and
played the
stuff on there. Yeah.
games, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
the Neo Geo was like when you looked at graphics,
Yeah.
the next level went to the Neo Geo. And the only time a lot of people would see Neo Geos was when they went to the arcade. But you
Yeah.
could actually buy the Neo Geo system for yourself. For the
Yeah.
people who bought it, I mean, they had some money. You know what I'm saying? Because Neo Geos was expensive as hell. You know what I'm saying?
But look
But
at
the
where
Triple
we
Play,
at now though, dude.
yeah,
Like
yeah, it's next level.
evolution is sped up so fast since we've discovered computers and the internet and just all these digital devices. I mean, I still don't. It's like the Wi-Fi is still kind of crazy to me. I get it. There's radio links, radio waves in the air that we can't see, but was there always a Wi-Fi connection that we couldn't see?
That I know
I mean,
of. I
because
know that
Wi-Fi is
I know
wireless. It's wireless.
I know when we if we was like to just go up, you know what I'm saying, high enough, you know what I'm saying, we'll see a whole crap load of dang on satellite dishes. I know that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all these stuff. I'm gonna get into. I think next week I want to do moon landing. We want to get into
Mm,
the flat earther one. Of course,
good
the Roswell,
Lord.
New Mexico.
That
Any
flat earth is gonna be
conspiracies.
very interesting. That flat earth is it's wild. It's wild. I swear it's wild. Because now you go now look because to a certain degree you also get into of with the flat earth you also get into the other parts of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like there's these walls, these giant walls. Yo, every time I look, I said, that's some crazy junk to think about. Oh, so the Atlanteans is actually just beyond a wall. You know what I'm
What
saying?
walls you referring
Hey,
to? What walls you referring to?
uh like the Antarctic walls.
Oh,
You
okay.
ever heard of those? You've heard of those? If you haven't, I'm gonna tell you offhand. Look them up.
When you
Look up
say
the
walls,
information.
like what kind of wall is it?
Big ice walls. Big
Oh,
ice
okay.
walls. Yeah,
Nah, I ain't
like
familiar with those.
there now this is actual fact. There is actually a lot of lot of bases, if you will, in Antarctica. And it's wild. I never would think that because when I think of Antarctica, I'd be like, ain't nothing in Antarctica. It's just nothing but
But they
ice
say
and
ancient maps show it as having green land at one time. They said.
yeah, it's it's a lot of little stuff they're doing. A lot of
And
little little experiments and things of that nature. And they find a whole
yeah,
lot of stuff out there, and it's just like it's very interesting. But then you get into the thing of the wall, and it's wild.
and
It is
some pyramids
wild.
that a lot of people don't know is that they say that there's a lot of Catholic church built over pyramids in America. They found a bunch of pyramids in the U.S. and they built Catholic churches over them. They said when you see like Catholic churches on hills and stuff and mounds, that they possibly could be built over pyramids.
I heard that when I was a kid, actually,
They
and
said, I guess that was saying the Christian, because like that's the thing, though. Like even like probably Egyptian culture probably goes against Christianity, because Christianity definitely wants to be the know all, be all. I mean, I was raised as a Christian. My grandma took me to school, but I don't believe in Christ. I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in Islam. I believe in the laws of nature. That's what I believe in. You know, do I totally follow the laws of nature? No, because I don't live off the grid like an Alaskan or something. But if I'm right about where I think society's going, we better get in tune and tap big back into the laws of nature, like the Native Americans. I mean, that's how I think we're supposed to live, like Native Americans were supposed to be living. But Europeans decided, we always, that's the thing. And I know everybody says it's Europeans only, but it's mankind in general. We're just thirst for more and more and more and more and more and more and more. I mean, we put ownership on everything. I remember a time when air was free. You used to go to the pumps and just pump up your air in your tires when I was a kid. They wasn't bottling up water at a time. And it's like once they started charging you for air and water,
Look,
it was a
look,
wrap. It was a wrap on everything. They're gonna charge you. Mankind will find a way to monopolize and make money off of everything, even misery. It doesn't
look
matter.
at the movie. We look get back on where the movies on the movies and stuff. Remember why I can't say the dang on movie now. And it was a car. It was actually an anime. When I first seen it. Why I cannot say it. But anyway, the whole thing was basically like a nuclear holocaust went on, and so there's not as many people or whatever. Fist of the North Star. That's the anime I'm talking
Okay,
about.
I have to watch
Okay,
that. I don't see that.
they also made a live action movie on it. Wasn't it was alright, but if you look at what was going on in Fist of the North Star, it was basically like society basically destroyed itself. So now everything is basically like everything was all about water and not only water, it was a lot of other little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was scarce, and here it is. Everybody is in their own little zone, and one group is basically want to dominate so they can have the water and other things, and among other things they can have. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to the point where it's getting close to that. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real close to that.
We're a dark place in society.
Might
We're
not seem
really
like it to some people. It's for some people who you know what I'm saying, who's not even thinking about it.
yeah.
We're nowhere near it. But if you break a lot of the stuff down, we are near it because of the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that's going on. We got people who, I mean, we got countries who basically beat up their people and don't and shouldn't have no money, nothing whatsoever, but they got a nuclear weapon. Where you get to make a nuclear weapon from? You know, but they got a nuclear weapon. We got nukes all pointed at each other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like like
We
for
spend a
goodness
trillion
sake,
dollars on $1 trillion on our military.
you know what I'm saying? Like
A
what's going
trillion
on?
with a
Yeah,
capital
like
T.
what's going on? Like what's really going on? But I mean,
That's like, okay, look at Israel. It's crazy to me. Like, we're literally fighting over picking sides of Israel and Palestine. I'm not pro neither one of them. As far as I'm concerned, I think they're both not originally from that region. I think because there's a story that Arabs of like are the original Egyptians that people try to throw out there, and I don't believe that one bit because Egypt is in
I heard
Africa.
that one time.
It's,
I've heard that one time, and that
there's
threw
that
me
narrative. Go
off.
if you
That
look at
threw me off.
you see, it's because people always talk about the movies like where you had the movie Moses, where you had Christian Bale playing Moses, white as a motherfucker. Those movies don't do good anyways, and it goes to show you they're not original. But if they don't have white men playing the Egyptians or something, they have Arabs always playing Egyptians. Like if you look at one, they had one guy. What was it? Gods of Egypt. They had fucking Gerard
Oh,
Butler.
see.
Gerard Butler is an Egyptian god. They had this other dude that was a blonde hair, looked like he was a blonde hair beach bum as an Egyptian god. And the only
Oh
person
my
that looked like a
god,
real
man.
Egyptian in that movie was Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even remember he was in the movie. But hey, man, when I watched
And
that
that
movie, I
movie
was like
flopped. Trust
laughing,
me, that
man.
movie
I was
flopped. I'm gonna
laughing.
tell you right now, white people
I was
wasn't running to
glad
go
it
watch
did.
that shit either.
They spent a lot of money on that movie, and I was just like, I'm glad it flopped because I was just like, They should have never made that movie. I said, come on, man. Seriously.
Then they had Moses. They had oh boy, it's Moses. And you know what was crazy? Me and my man Mr. Jones, we didn't know this. We was looking this up, man. It just goes to show you how Hollywood was back then. They had John Wayne play Genghis Khan, dude.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
Yeah. I
get it.
mean,
Y'all want to do a movie about Genghis Khan, but can we, man? Can we at least go get some Asian motherfuckers or something to play this shit?
well,
Since
during those times, I mean, it was, and this ain't no
it
excuse,
was
but
only
it was
white
no
people. It was only
excuse.
white
But
people in
yeah,
Hollywood. Yeah.
they was, you know what I'm saying, and that's how they were coming. Even then, you talking about like doing the early days when they wanted to show people of color. I mean, they would sit there just put stuff all on the quote unquote blackface. You know what I'm
Well, they had
saying?
white dudes playing
So,
Native Americans and shit.
you
They
know,
try to make them look like Native Americans. I think like really movies that are really authentic. I don't know if you've seen a movie called Apocalypto. It was like
yeah,
a Mayan kind of movie. What
mhm,
made that movie so authentic is they didn't even speak in English.
yeah, yeah.
And you got these movies like it's Egyptian movie and they speak in English and shit. It's like, can we at least try to at least have them do it in the Egyptian language and we just translate the words in English just to give it somewhat authentic? But yeah, so I guess it's safe to say we both agree that aliens didn't build the pyramids, but we both agree that there possibly could have been aliens.
Right,
I agree. You know why? This is why I think there's a such thing as aliens. That like there was aliens, and I do believe the Anunnaki story to a sense. As a laws of nature guy, man, society is just goes further and further and further and further and further away from nature and the laws of nature and anything that aligns with nature. I don't feel like we're from this planet. I don't feel like we're really from this planet. I think we could have been artificially assimilated or something of that nature. But I just don't think we're from this planet because we just don't follow the laws of nature. We're the only species on this planet that doesn't. I mean, turtles freaking hatch out of eggs and know to automatically go into the water. They know, everybody know, every animal knows their purpose. We don't have no set purpose. Our purpose changes with each other. Our minds are totally different. Every single individual thinks totally different. You could like we could agree on 9 things and I guarantee we're going to get to eventually where there's that 10th thing that we won't agree on
mm,
cuz everybody's so different. But we're in a place in society where if you don't agree with motherfuckers 100%, man, it's like, yo, it's like damn near kill or be killed, Joe. We got to agree
right.
on 100%. 100%.
Everybody got their own motive. Every
Yeah.
in every society got their own motives of what they want,
The cultures
and
are different, the races are different, so many different countries are different. I mean, the American mindset is different from freaking the Russian mindset, the whatever mindset. I mean, we're just all totally different, man. We all think about so many different things. You might think about something I never thought about. I might think about something you never thought about.
we'll destroy each other off it.
And sometimes we think about things unintentionally. Like I could be in the shower and just some old memory might pop up. You know what I'm saying? Because they say when the water hits your head, it stimulates your brain. And I might just remember something from the past or something I've been trying to remember for a while might just pop up out of nowhere.
Mm.
I mean, the human mind is just totally different, man. It's Well, man, we about to wrap it up, man. I was supposed to have another guest on, but he didn't show up. I'm about to get on him about it. Next week I'm gonna be doing like I said, I'm gonna do moon landing next week. If you down, I'll send you
Okay.
the link. And I'm actually gonna be did I interview on Live from Vietnam before?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say we
Where I
can
was
have you
on,
back up.
where I was on, where we was talking, we were discussing some stuff in hip hop.
Okay, because we're on the Paul Pickett podcast one right now. But if you got anything music wise you want to send for reviews, please do. You want to come back on for an interview on there, please do as well. Also, go check out the interview I did with Culture Freedom for Poor Righteous Teachers. I don't
Yes,
feel
sir.
like any, I don't feel like anybody is digging in the crates for interviews like me right now. When people talk about digging in crates for music, I feel like because see, my thing is I'm not always trying to interview the guy who was necessarily the face or the top dog in every group or every situation. I want to know the guy that everybody might be overlooking or underrated or needs to be reintroduced to. That's the guy I want to know about. Like I interviewed that cat B Hype the Verbal, who was hype man for Twister for 20 years. That's the kind of guy I want. I'm not Yeah, I want to interview Twister eventually too. But let me hear this guy's story. Or I just DJ Jam, who's the DJ for Dre. Everybody want to interview Dre and Snoop, so that's a
Yeah.
given. But
Yeah.
I want to know the other guys' perspectives and their story, and they tell great stories too. Anyways, I mean, Culture Freedom ended up coming out to be a freaking chef at the end of the joint, so it was interesting, man.
That's the beauty of it. That's a lot of hit. It's a lot more history in hip hop than what's being put out. So
Yeah, and everybody always tries to they just want the quote unquote popping names right now. Who's relevant now? Who's popping now? I don't like to do the Vlad TV kind of content where you like chasing clicks. You going for all the controversial stuff. And I think I can see why people say Vlad's a culture vulture because he only makes content about negative things typically. He doesn't really care about the positive side of the story. Let's like, yeah, yo, I know you supposedly got in a situation where somebody shot at you or you shot at them, or I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. If they bring it up, then I'm like, well, all right, well, you brought it up. Let's go further into it. But I'm not the guy. Yeah, what was it that beef you had with old boy? With you tried to kill him. I just trying to tell the story, man. You know. Trying to tell the story. But I appreciate you taking the time out to come on here with me, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think Hakeem Green thought I was gonna actually go and say that aliens helped build the pyramids. I think he kind of presumed my where I was gonna go with it a little too early. That's why I tried to get him on here, like, yo, man, come on here, man. Nah, man,
Yeah,
that's just
he would have
discredit a
said
black
something
man.
wild. He would have
I
said some
get it.
wild stuff.
I get it. But at the same time, it's still the pyramids are one of the most intriguing things on the planet. To me, it's the greatest, probably archaeological build of mankind history, and we can't do it today. It's a head scratcher, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it, I don't think we'll never totally know, but I'm gonna still go with sound frequencies or something, man. Something we ain't able to take. Might have some kind of instrumentation that could let off some kind of sound frequency. Who knows?
Yeah,
But what's the weather like down there?
it's warm. It's
Warm.
warm. It's been nice. It's been nice. Nothing crazy. I know it was raining. It was raining a few weeks ago like crazy. Now it's back to, I guess, normal right now.
So y'all get the Carolina weather like we do then, where it just flip
Yeah,
flops.
yeah. That's all. Whatever happens down here, it eventually goes up to North Carolina.
Yep. Any shout outs you want to do before you go?
Shout out to my boys in the Collective Inc. My
Okay.
man Will Wise, the big dude, that's Southern Soul artist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my family, you know, the Taylors, you know, my wife, she's sitting beside me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, so that's about it, man. You know,
I will enjoy your night, man. I'm gonna keep in touch with you, man. And you got my email anytime you want to send any music for the reviews. I'll probably be back next week. I'm gonna throw in an
Oh,
AI song in there too, just to try to throw people off guard, see if they catch it. I'm gonna see if
yeah,
they
that's
catch it.
crazy. I
They
didn't
better
even
hope it
know,
don't
but I
get
didn't
song
even
of the,
know
they
that.
better hope it don't get song of the day, because I'm gonna have to call cats out. Like, y'all let a damn AI song beat y'all. All right, man.
Yo,
Enjoy your night.
peace,
All
peace.
right. Peace. Well, we're about to wrap it up. As you heard, now we don't think aliens helped build the pyramids or built the pyramids, but we do believe that aliens possibly existed at one point. He said he kind of said something about the reptilian elite, which that could be another conspiracy. Actually, we could do on a whole nother segment. I think next week I'm gonna do the moon landing. And there's a couple other things you want to get into: flat earther, um, Kennedy assassination, 9/11. Hopefully, I get Hakeem Green on for that one. We actually talked about it before, but I appreciate anybody that tuned in. I'm about to get back into doing reactions as well. About to get back onto the reacts as well more. And I got to ramp up some of these bare knuckle interviews and fight interviews as well. Not even just bare knuckle, MMA and boxing and bare knuckle and whatever it is in combat sports. But yeah, we about to wrap it up. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Paul Pickett Podcast, and I'm out.